Okay, guys, I'm going to be looking at the DAX this morning, and I've got to just quickly update something slightly. Let me kind of just flick all of this on. Now, I've already marked this all out for the guys in the squad, because if you're part of the Plus group, I do what's called a trade tracker. Now, the Tracker Plus is exactly what it says it is. I'll mark it up, show them where all the levels exactly are, and then I'll tell them how I'm going to trade it and score it all out, etc. And it comes always from what the guys are up to. Now, this one's for Casper. A little salute to you. Now, earlier on, he was up here asking about fibs working backwards, etc. on the DAX. Kind of had a little bit of a chat, showed him where the two key points are. Also marked it out for him, and then thought, you know what, we'll track it and trade it for him as well. Okay, so I've worked that out. Now I'm about to just look at the final part, so I'm going to have to come back to the 5 minutes and quickly update something on it, which is now showing signs to a sell. Let me just do that while we're here. So the DAX, so it is general inertia is up, momentum is down, and the Bolly. Wow. So we kind of, is that right? No. So that would be 0, that would be 1. There we are. Okay. So what we have is this scenario. Okay. It's pretty much selling to the downside. Now, this was done at, as you can see, just before 9 o'clock. I'm just copying this over to put it into the Trader Clinic, because I like the guys to see what I'm doing in real time, which is what's happening. So what I'm doing there is I'm just dropping this in. As you can see, we've had a running commentary of what's going on. So just drop that in. The trade on the bottom is also now complete, and they can see what's going on. There's also the news. Now, this is a C trade, so it's kind of risky. So I've got to be a bit careful, but there can be some meat on the bones. Right, okay. So I'm going to step this out slightly to the hour. We're going to draw in a fib. So it started probably down here and got up there. In fact, looking at it, it probably started with that candle there. So I'm just going to adjust that slightly, because I think that's the better of the two. This will now give me some entry exits. So we're looking to get down probably into this region here. There. And if it pulls up, that 50 is what we're interested in. So these three lines are what I'm kind of interested in at the moment. I'm going to kind of follow the candles up slightly. Now we can see it's in a downward shift. Take it to 15 minutes. You can see it's pulled up, it's come down, pull against this. So I'm kind of interested in this move here. And the higher I can get up, the better. So if I'm looking for 22 pips, well, just draw a box. Right, under this candle, into that blue line, we'll get the target. So I'm happy with that. Now, there's another way I can do it. I can do what's called a candle count back, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look for where they all cluster. You can see they're all bumped together. So it's like a bit of a range. So probably under here. The reason I count 5 candles back is just so I can zone in on what the last 15 minutes are. So there's the rolling 15 minute, which are all grouped together, and the bodies are all here, sort of thing. It's not an exact science, but it just helps you sort of clarify something. I'm going to let that push up, And the higher it gets up, the easier it is to get my target. Okay. Now, it's saying wait. So what I'll be doing there is I'll look at a 15-minute and I'll set the ball rolling probably across this point here and just let it push up. Okay. So do that. Drop it underneath that current situation, 22. Just drop that in. There we go. All right. So, got the order in, know the direction, what I'm after. I know the boundaries that I'm working in. When it triggers in, I'll then start looking at maybe staging. But at the moment, it's just a waiting game. So we'll play it out, have a cup of coffee, and I'll see you. Well, yes, my love, I would love another cup of coffee. That'd be very kind of you.
Oh, amazing.
Say that, you straight in, boys and girls. Right, let's see what this does. Okay, guys, job's done. Now, this job is not difficult. If you've got your key levels in, you know exactly where your boundaries are, worked out your direction. My prime bias tool will do that for you. It's an excellent tool. And as you see, pretty much day in, day out, it's pretty darn accurate. Not only is it accurate, it can really slow you down and tell you when to go to market. Now, once you've got an understanding of the markets, that tool is like looking through a window. Now, when you come to something like the DAX here and you're ready to go to market, well, the next tool you need is patience. And the best way to do it is, I always use pending orders. I'm not a fan of going straight to market. And all you have to do is figure out where your last point of entry is. That's why I measured out 22 pips. The higher you can get it up in this scenario, the easier it is to get your target, or you can expand your target. Now, because it's early morning, sort of, it's before 10 o'clock, so this trade's taken maybe it's about half an hour, 40 minutes to play out, because it took a little while to get into it. And it took a little while to get into it because I was following the candles up to get a better price. It's a good way to go. It's a definite good way to go. And these are all the things that I do day in, day out. I don't change what I do. I don't look for magic bullets. I don't look for sort of super systems. I just read the chart because, well, I'll explain that in a minute. But before we start, let's just make certain. So I've got the tickets. That's what I'm after. Got my tickets out, and they are 202 quid in about 40 minutes, and I'm done for the day. Now, I've also done a couple of small account challenges as well. And again, I balance these out. And because I plot everything, just to give you a case in point, I've been running this Bitcoin. This is the thing that we were talking about in the coffee and scruff, where everyone was saying, nah, it's a waste of time. Well, a waste of time or not, in pretty much less than a week, I've taken £100 to £204. And then I'll add a bit more tomorrow and a bit more tomorrow. And what does that give you? Well, it gives you a lot of money after a while. And if you look at the Vanguard series, which is kind of my trading pots, you'll see how much that actually is. Little steps will get you through it, guys. They'll always get you through it. So I'm really pleased with this. You know, out of 12 trading ideas across the week, I've won every one of them. All right, sacrificed a few trades to get an 88% sort of hit rate on positions, but I can live with that. 5-day winning streak, I can live with that. And I can live with 100% growth. Now, that's what this is all about. Now, that sounds all well and good when it's a small account, because to double a sort of small account, sort of sub 2,000 quid is, quite frankly, very easy. And you see me do it day in, day out. When you get into the higher numbers, your sort of 10 and your 20 and your 30,000s, then it becomes a bit harder, because the movements scare you a little bit. And also sometimes, well, you can't weather the storm because the account can't take it. And what I mean by that is you've put your position size in too big. So where was I going? Yes, sorry. Making life. You got to excuse me. I'm getting old, boys and girls. I never script anything. It's just in we go. I mean, I've done this for Casper in the squad. You're very welcome to come along. We've dropped it down kind of onto one tier now, so everybody gets the same. And when you go through the modules, you'll see exactly what this is all about. Now, if you don't do your homework, well, you're screwed before you start. And I often tell the guys off because they just want to jump straight into the market. They think, get his tool, I'll plug a couple of numbers in and I'll be away. Well, no, because you won't know how the chart was formed. I always kind of encourage them to take a 30-day challenge. And a 30-day challenge is smallest size, one trade a day, single asset, or two assets at best, but mainly just one asset, because you'll see the conditions form over the course of the days and weeks in that 30 days. So you'll understand what a strong directional drive is. You'll understand the relationship between, say, a Bollinger Band and how the price, and then you can understand where the bell curves are, and then you can apply the right trade idea to the right condition. Now, there isn't sort of a course in the land can teach you that. It's called experience. Only you can teach experience. And it's why I say many times, the best teacher in the world is you, because only you know you. So if you're a gambler, you know you have to calm it down. You know, if you're a bit cautious, well, then maybe you know you're cautious, sometimes you've just got to grab the nettle, you know. But as long as you know these things, you know subconsciously and consciously what you're going to be doing. And that's what makes you as a trader. Now, X marks the spot doesn't exist. You can throw at me any chart and pretty much any indicator, and I'll still trade it, because indicators work from the same principle. They're all derivatives of price. A chart, if I take off the name and the timestamp, well, the chart then becomes just a chart. You know, I might be able to recognize whether it's an indices or a commodity or a pair, but I couldn't actually tell you the individual asset, you know, because, like I say, a chart's a chart. You take the timestamp off a minute chart and put it next to a chart that's a monthly chart with the timestamp taken off. They're identical. They're just charts. So you've got to understand what the movement is and the mood of that chart. And you can only do that through multi-time analysis. And this is something I go through every day. I do my homework. And once I've done the homework, I know exactly what it is that I'm looking for. I target it effectively. And, well, the results you see on a daily basis. Bloody hell. That was a good one, wasn't it? But yeah, you see the results on a daily basis. And the next part of it is, I don't trade as much as you think I do. I'll trade once or twice a day. There you go. You're seeing 12 trade ideas, which is excessive for me on Bitcoin, because I was actually asked to do that aggressively. If there's any interest in it, I'll come back to it and I'll go through it. But it's still 12 in 5 days, so it's a shade over 2 a day. That's all you need. If you're trading any more than 3 times a day, you're going to fail. Period. And I don't care who you are, what argument you come up with in the comments, you're going to fail, because you will come a cropper. And that's why this industry has a huge failure rate. It's not to do with technical ability. It's not to do with the markets are rigged against you or anything like that. It's to do with you and the fact that you gamble and you want to be in the markets time and time again. Well, you can only do it so long and the markets will take it back. But if you're patient and you wait for the market to give you the opportunity, take it. And that only happens once or twice a day. So you want more money in your bank? Trade less. And if you can't trade less, get yourself down the buggies, because that's exactly what you're doing. Maybe that's why this channel's failing. It is failing massively. Because I'll tell you the hard truth, that you're gambling, you're looking for magic pills, and if you think for a second you're going to have a 6-figure salary watching a 15-minute video, you're delusional. Absolutely delusional. If you want to survive in this industry, you've got to get educated. You have to. Now, get yourself down the library, read a book, get yourself onto some form of a decent education platform. You don't need to pay a fortune for them, and in some cases you don't need to pay for it at all, but you do have to pay for it in time. There are plenty of resources out there that will help you, but if you're looking for strategy, X marks the spot, and you see all the buzzwords all the time. It's a liquidity sweep. It's come down for a grab. What a load of crap. Absolute bullshit, right? The markets have not changed since day one. Markets go up, markets go down, markets go sideways. If you're talking about all of these grabs, the market would never move anywhere. All it means is it's a test and a retest of an area of interest where it's been before. And once it's in motion, fine, it will pull back. There'll be opposing positions, stops hit, and profits taking. They're your pullbacks. But the old saying always stands true. The trend is your friend. And the way that works is, there's a last part. The trend is your friend till the bend at the end. So you've got to be able to understand where an exhaustion point is, overextended points are, and then that's chart reading. There's no indicator will show you it. You've got to be able to see it. And you'll do that through multi-time frame analysis and overlapping ideas. And the tool that I use, because it does work on multiple time frames, can show you that. And that took a long time to work out. So if you like this, subscribe. Do drop down in the comments. I'm always interested in what you have to say. And if you're stuck, I'm very easy found. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.